fellow spin enthusiasts. Franklin and I are going to teach you some dance moves today. I'm going to teach you. We'll see how much help this one is. So cute. So this is something that has been requested, but also I see a lot of this in people's shows, and I really it's very important that you do the technique for this correctly, or you're gonna wind up with ankle injuries and knee injuries and stuff from doing pirouettes wrong. So we really need to talk about and break down the weight changes and how you hold your posture in order to make sure you are doing it correctly and not causing strain on those joints that you could potentially injure. You're standing right where you need to turn. Okay, now you're sitting right where you need to turn. That doesn't help me. So the way you need to do it is to start standing in a first position. I'm standing in an open first. If you watched our video on feet and arm positions, you'll know that your first is when you rock back and open your feet as wide as you can while just standing on your heels. That's your natural first. So don't try to overextend your first to try and be more ballerina-esque. Once you have your first, you're going to brush through into a tendu with your working leg, and you're going to leave your standing leg with your weight on it here, okay? So I'm keeping my weight centered over my standing leg, and I'm pushing out into a tendu on the side. My shoelaces are to the sky. Then I'm going to take this leg, show you a side view, and I'm going to do a rond de jambe to the back. And now I'm in a back tendu, and I'm going to place my leg, and notice my weight shifts back now. So when I was beginning here, I tendu, my weight stays on my left leg. I rond de jambe to the back. My weight shifts as I put my foot down into this wide fourth position. Then I'm going to plie, and this is the part where I see all kinds of problems. Yes, there's different techniques of doing this. You can do it on your toes, you can do it with your weight one way or the other, but really the basic technique of how you do this, of how you learn how to do a proper pirouette, is that you want to keep your weight centered, your hips forward, and your feet flat on the ground, okay? So when you're here, you're going to bend your knees, plie. Don't let your knee come in. Keep it over your toes. My knee here is over my toes. And then this is the position you're going to push up from in order to get onto your toes for that pirouette. Now, when you're first learning this, when you're first teaching this, you want to practice just the act of coming up onto your left leg and putting your weight on your left leg and bringing your right leg into a passe. So my passe, now let's talk about this, is turned out. My toe is touching my knee, my calf, not trying to get it way up here because I'm not that flexible. If you are flexible enough to get your toe to your knee, that's great. I can't. Most of my students cannot. So make sure as you're learning this, you're only doing what you can do. You're not overexerting yourself to try and do the next thing and end up hurting your knees. So I'm here, I'm gonna turn out. Again, this is my natural turnout. I'm not trying to put my leg way over here. It's just in my natural turnout state. The other big mistake I see with this is that people like to put the bottom of their foot, I don't know why. Why is this? Do you feel more solid here? Because I feel like I'm about to knock my knee out. Don't put your foot on your leg. Just your toe is touching, and there's no weight. Right now I'm pressing in. There's no weight being exchanged between the two legs. It's only on your left leg. This is just touching, okay? Training, pulling up, just stepping back, going into your plie, pulling up, and you're gonna go up and up and up into a releve now. So I do my side, I go back, step into my fourth position. My weight is even between both legs so that I can push it up, and I go up onto my toes. Make sure you're not rolling out. I've got a whole other video on rolling out your ankles when you're in releve, so don't worry about that here. But, do worry about that here. You want to make sure you're not doing that, but I'm not going to re-explain that whole thing. So some arms to go with it. There's a million arms you can do. What I like to do is just start in a first position feet, first position arms. It's easy to remember. Go into second. As you rond de jambe back, you're going to take this front arm and bring it forward. So it's not quite like arabesque arms. Both arms are still curved. And then I go into my plie here. Then when I go into my pirouette, my arm comes in and I have see this nice shape? I keep that nice shape in front of me. Okay, so I'm holding all the way here in this beautiful shape. holding my core. If you notice my back, I'm keeping it straight. I'm not letting it sway like here. I'm not crunching forward. I'm keeping my back nice and level. So basically everything is stacked just as it normally would be when I'm standing. I just happen to have all my weight on my left side. My right leg's in pocket. If you want to turn this into an exercise, we have exercises we do with pirouettes where we go here, we go into our stand here, just standing, and then come back down. And then we do that a bunch of times, and then we go into our releve and then come back down. Always when you come down from a releve or anything else, make sure you do a slight demi-plie so that you're not hurting your knees. And then you can start turning from there. So when you push off the back leg, you're going to turn. And the way I like to do this is just by teaching a quarter turn at a time. So I turn, and then I place and land. Then I'm going to do the same thing again from the side. Notice my weight shift. I turn, place, and land. And when I place, I took, when I was taking ballet classes, somehow I learned to place into a third position. And if I'm not like actively thinking about it, that's just what my feet do. I try to teach placing back into first, because in color guard at least, we do so much stuff from first that it's really a lot easier if you can place back into first position. Then when we do quarter turns all the way around, you can do a half turn. So you just push back and then go into a half turn. And you're learning to control the speed of your spin, because each of these turns, whether it's a quarter or a half or a full, it takes the full amount of time. Okay, so when you do this half spin, I'll do it both ways. So I'm gonna do a half spin here. I have to kind of hold my leg up. Now watch the other side. I have to kind of hold my leg up a little bit and slow the turn down. It's not a full, like, fast whipping around turn. The other thing I need to talk to you guys about is spotting. It's so important. And there's so many dancers that are like, oh, it's so hard. And I've heard teachers like explain to me, they're like, it's so hard. You're not gonna get it until you just get it. And I mean, like, kind of, it's kind of like you're not gonna get it until you get it, but you have to work to get at it. You can't just be like, oh, it's so hard. I'm not gonna learn it. I'll just keep turning and getting dizzy and being dizzy. It is gonna fix your technique so well. So do not skimp on spotting when you turn. So eventually you're gonna move up into a full pirouette. So I go here, my arms are in second, my leg comes out, here, and turn. Okay, and then as you land, again, putting my feet in first, plie. And a little bit of a secret, when you are working on dance moves or color guard or anything really, always work both sides. Do not get strong on one side and then just ignore the other side. You can't, like, that's so unprofessional. It's so bad. It's bad for you. It's bad for your technique. It's bad for your performance. It's bad for your guard. Don't do it. Can you spin? Can you spin? Good boy! That's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm not a professional dancer, so I do teach dance, and I took a lot of dance classes my whole life, so I really want to help color guards get more technique in their dancing and be able to add more dancing into their show. I think somebody just found the camera. Did you figure out what we're doing? If you like my shirt, it says Spintronics Color Guard. You can buy one for yourself. They're down below, like below the description, before you can leave comments below that. So they're awesome. And every time you buy them, they help us out at Spintronics. They help us to keep our member fees low for our members and improve our facility, because dancing on concrete, if you've ever done it, you know what I'm talking about. Like this video, share it with all your friends. You know color guard is so much more fun when you do it on a team or with your dog.